Hello friends, I am Suman. Welcome to my channel in Dial Programming Academy. Today I am going to demonstrate what are the operators in Apex programming, right? So let's see. So operators are symbols used to perform the operations on the variables and the values, right? So what operator means? With the help of these operator, we can perform the calculation uh, over the variables or over the values which are stored inside the variables, right? So types of operator in the Salesforce or Apex programming. So we have arithmetic operators, we have relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, urinary operators, ternary operators, right? So we will do one by one in our videos. So now I am going to demonstrate what are the arithmetic operators, right? So arithmetic operators are those operators which are used to perform the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus, right? So how we can implement in our coding? So let's see. So come to our Salesforce org. Now open your developer console. So here I'm going to create a new class and I'm giving a name as a operator class, right? So just click on OK. Now this is my class. Here I'm going to create a method here, public static void main, right? So inside this method, I am going to declare two variables, right? So one is integer a, and I am assigning the values from here as well. This and integer b, and that is value I am giving as a 20, right? So our first operator is addition operator, right? So how we can implement this? I'm using this statement directly. We can perform the same calculation outside from this statement, right? So here addition of two number is a plus b, right? So I am adding these two variables which I have defined and I have assigning the values to a and b, right? So let's save this code first. Now come to our enemies window. Here I am going to call this method, right? So let's execute this. So this is the addition of these two numbers which we have using here, right? So in this way we can use this plus sign as a addition operator, right? Suppose next is summation. So I'm using the same inside this statement, and here subtract, right? So subtraction of two numbers. Now here I can use my minus sign here, right? Similarly, I can use for multiplication, and here I can use this asterisk mark for the multiplication. Now next is for division, and here I can do b divided by a because we have b bigger value, right? And here also I need to do the reverse, that is b minus a, right? So if I'm talking about the modulus, so modulus, and here I'm also B modulus A. This is the symbol of modulus, right? In the modulus, it will store a reminder values, right? So let's save this and execute this. So it is showing errors on the punctuation symbol modulus that is not valid. Okay. So for now, I'm just removing this from here, right? So I'm going to execute this. So these are the result of our arithmetic operators, which I'm performing over these two values, right? So in this way, we can use our arithmetic operators, right? So next is relational operator. So relational operator basically we use when we need to compare the two values, right? And we can say this comparison operator as well. Suppose we have two values and we need to compare these two values, they are equal or they are less than or equal greater than, right? Then we use these relational operators. So let's see how we can do this. So for this, I'm creating another method, right? In the same class, public static void this, and here I'm going to use, suppose again I'm going to define the two variables integer a, and I'm taking the same value. You can take as per your requirement. So integer b equals to 5. I can take this, right? And here I'm using the if statement, because if I want to compare these two values, I need to put the condition, right? And I can put my condition in if statement, right? So what is the if statement? What is the if else statements? And I will make another video about this topic. For now, I'm just using this as it is without more description, and just to demonstrate the relational operator, right? So if A is greater than B, right? If A is greater than B, then it should be print here A is greater, right? A is greater number, right? Else, if A is less than B, then here it should print B. B is a greater number, right? Or, sorry, else it should print both are equal. This is the simplest example to understand the things in a better way. So here I can type both are equal, right? So I'm using only smaller than, greater than, right? Or rather than this else statement, I can, okay. So for now, just I'm going to execute this, then I will demonstrate the another operators. And so this time I'm going to execute this method, right? So let's click on execute. So in our conditions, output is A is greater, right? Clear? So for suppose I am not putting this else here, I'm going to use else, or suppose I'm not giving a if else. If this is greater than, and I'm giving another if statement, right? So here I can give A equals to B. If A is equals to B, then system dot debug, both are equal, right? So if I'm giving the same value 5 5, then this time we will get this output, right? So I'm checking two condition there, greater than and equals to. You can use for greater than equals to and all as per your requirement. So for now I'm using this only, right? So both are equal. So greater than equals to and less than equals to we can use in our where condition, when we can use our SOQL queries in our coding. So there we can use, or if we have any situation here, for example, if suppose I'm just taking this 10 again, and here I'm going to perform a calculation, right? So if if B is less than or equals to A, right? Then system dot debug, then they should be added. So A plus B, right? So what is the condition? If my B value is less than equals to A, then it should be that both numbers should be added here, right? So we can use these comparison operators as per our requirement, right? So let's see, let's execute. So in our scenario, two conditions are true. First, it is showing A is greater, and another, it is adding the two number, because this situation is true, right? This condition is true. So in this way, we can use our relational operator to compare the two variables, right? So I hope this video is helpful for you, and thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my videos. If my videos are helping you, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching my videos. Rest of the part we will cover in our next video. Thank you. Thank you.